Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to dive right in here. This is going to be for the 8-8 portal. This is a powerful portal, guys. Lionsgate portal is this timeline till the 12th. I can assure for myself that in the past, whatever I have manifested, written down, visualized, meditated on during this timeline came to my life. Some of them are exactly the way I imagined them. Some of them are actually similar. But this is a really potent time, and I feel like every year it's actually getting stronger and stronger. So use this for your benefit. Write it down and then go after it, okay? Because it seems like here, and do not give up on it. Don't say, oh, even though I have written down, it's been 2 months, it's not coming yet. It is coming, okay? It can be even show up in one format and then change to another. That's why I'm using here string crystals right there. These are the crystals of material satisfaction, money, opportunities. So if those are your goals, we can attract them faster into our lives. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you go on to enjoy this message, give it a thumbs up. If you would like a private reading, I'm going to leave my email address right here and in the description box below. And let's see what we have here for you, okay? All right, I see a pathway opening for some of you. There's a person waiting for you on this pathway wearing like a long cloak and a pointy hat. Pointy hat can symbolize this person might be someone like the jester, court jester. Court jester. This can be someone of a kind of like an entertainer or someone, that's what the jesters actually do, speaks the truth in a very like nonchalant way. Even though the king laughs at the jester, there's a part of this truth lies within it. This is outside your comfort zone. So some of you might actually have a dream, but that dream you might not be seeing. Like what's going to come with that dream or how your life is going to transform with that dream. And the jester might be the one telling you to the truth, okay? Because let me give you an example, because I research these kind of things. When somebody's working 9 to 5, and some people love 9 to 5 and they love their jobs, but some people, they dream of having their own business, running their own business. When you have your own business, you don't have 9 to 5, guys. You work 365 days every day, 24 hours every day. So that's much of a burden on the body. For example, if you have a store on your own, you cannot just shut it down and go away for a vacation for 2 weeks. But when you have a 9 to 5 and you have like a certain stuff like privileges, you can do that, okay? That's why I feel like here, this can be the court jester. Another thing, this can be about a relationship. Maybe it's going to come forward to relay the other side of the story for you. The thing is, this can be really intimidating for you, or maybe you feel discouraged by that. This is not for discouragement. This is for you to realize while you are manifesting something, either you can diffuse that hard part of the story. You can be also embracing that part of it as well. Okay, whichever one you choose. So I feel like here, that's also the lightning strikes right here. As soon as I said that, you're going to realize, okay, there is a solution for that, or there is a way for me to go about my business or manifest this thing. And I see there's a lightning strikes here. There's on a flat surface. This can indicate lightning can be air event, which is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We have the earth, and the lightning is actually sucked by the earth here towards Virgo, Capricorn energy. This means that the idea strikes and you just materialize it right away if you know how to manage it, okay? That's why I feel like the court jester might be telling you, okay, you see the court jester actually has a bag of money or something like a very valuable, they're handing it over to you. When you look at it and use it, it is going to maybe help you get whatever you desire faster, okay? I feel like this is about considering the other parts of things. For example, maybe you want to move to somewhere, you just imagine a beautiful home with a backyard and lawn for your dogs, but you're not imagining the neighborhood, the neighbors in the background. So those are the background actors, and they play a good role as well if you have peace or not in your home. That's why maybe those are the extras that the lightning actually brings as a thought, brings it down to earth, so you can include them in your manifestation, guys. Okay, I see there's a dark paper showing up. It seems like there's someone's nose on it, but not clear yet. The person can be someone maybe bringing some negative vibes, and the dark can be something like that, but this can also symbolize something that you don't really have clarity about. Okay, a situation is going to start to clear out. You see, just like clearing out, it's just blowing in the wind, like what's that, dandelion. It's just the wind is starting to blow towards that, and it's like a falling apart like a dandelion, and you see the dark mask actually drops right here. So this can be someone coming into your life, or maybe in the middle of your life, but their shadow is right there. And this can be someone, maybe you had expectancies, you had hopes about, or you wanted something from them, but they didn't fulfill those wants and desires. And it seems like here the wind symbolizes your idea, your change of thought is actually going to spread this person's image like a dandelion and leaves, or like feathers, let's say. And what happens is, it's a symbol. When you make a wish, you blow the dandelion, and then it's just, brings back your wish from different elements, different places. So I feel like here, this I'm going to interpret multiple ways, or just one way. This is your heart's desire, and you're expecting it in a very specific, in a very restrained way right there. And it seems like when you let it go, when you maybe think about it with a creative thought, the wind blowing, you're going to be able to actually start to manifest it, materialize this thing. This is going to start to take shape, and it's going to actually start to become the guidelines. It's going to start to become clear. I see a massive fish here during this time. The fish can indicate money, wealth, opportunities, resources to make your dreams come true. Seems like you're going to just get your hands on those stuff as well. I see here, this kind of reminds me, I don't know if you can see the clown right there. Reminds me of the McDonald's clown. It's a little, that's a scary clown. I mean, I don't know if they're cute clowns, but the McDonald's clown is like a very scary person, okay? And it comes from, the confidence that the McDonald's comes from, it's, longevity, let's say, or also, it's everywhere, okay? So like everybody recognizes that clown, even though it's scary. So this can be someone that's been recognized by everyone, that has been recognized because of the brand, because of their attitude. I feel like this can be like in the literal, not in the literal sense, a person with a clown attitude. When you start, this can be the fish. When you receive the fish, this person can pop up and say, you know what, I have I want a piece of it too. That's why they're the clown right there, because they might not have anything to do with it. The thing is, I'm seeing there's another bigger fish coming here. Kind of looks like a bird as well. Kind of looks like the cockpit of a plane as well. So if you go face to face and try to fight with this person, their roots might be going really down, and you might not really take them down. So there's a higher plane right here, which is going to lead you towards a plane as well. Like flying can be energetically like jumping to a different timeline, or it can be literally like leaving this space by like taking a flight to somewhere else. Instead of dealing with the clown face to face, this is basically, I feel like here, you need to take the high road. There's a Michelle Obama quote, when they go low, we go high, she says. The other day, I actually quoted in a wrong way. However, this is what I see here. It's like you need to go higher. Higher can be in the attitude in a higher wise, or it can be out of their sight. okay, instead of like going there and fighting with them. Because what happens is every time you argue with someone, you give them your energy, and energy is currency. Money is energy. I keep saying this all the time. Money is energy. The more energy you have, the more money you attract. So energy is your currency. Protect it, and this can actually cause you to avoid some people. I see here this kind of looks like a heart on the bottom, but when I look at it, taking the higher road is going to bring you to a place with a person here, kind of looks like a judge, like holding someone in their hand, like a pond, and you're right here. Head shape looks like a tulip. A tulip represents resilience, okay, beauty on top of that, resilience and quality. Also, tulip seeds were actually used back in the day, I think in the 1800s, as a means of exchange, and they're still, I think, so expensive. In where I live, they make a drink, they mix it with like ground it and mix it with milk, which is actually turns out to be a very delicious like a winter drink. So they're still used, not only like a cutesy flowers, they have a lot of value. So you're approaching this person with a lot of value. Think of it that way, like a unique value. Not everybody knows this, but the experts know it. And this person is sniffing a flower here. So you might really find that might be the manifestation, who will really appreciate who you are. Some of you might be, I feel, maybe manifesting a place of a society, community, or a person into your life. And it seems like here the clown might be the one that is stealing your time, that you're bypassing that and going towards the one who knows the trade, okay? This person is wearing like a big cloak, and they have a horse, kind of like or a tower under them. This can be someone wealthy or someone established. And horse can symbolize also, because they're very expensive animals. So it can be someone and taming them, breeding them. It's just a really like a meticulous detailed thing. So this can be someone who's really into giving a lot of effort. Okay, it's not like breeding bunnies. Okay, the horses are really a big deal. I'm not saying bunnies are not important, and kind of like my spirit animal is bunny, and I love them. However, this is something on a different level, I feel. Okay, another thing we have, there's a face, angry face coming down from the sky. That's why I said in the beginning, you can manifest good things into your life, and you can eliminate negativity into your life. And we have a cannonball right here trying to drop right into your house, right into your heart. It's clear there, it's not going to happen, but this can also be something during this 8-8 portal that you focus on eliminating that cannonball out of your life forever. Because I feel like most of the time when the manifestations journal comes out, we never write down the things. Okay, I live a peaceful life. Yeah, you shouldn't write down without this person, without that person, without this situation, but reversing something that is bothering you and writing that as a manifestation is also important. That's why I see the cannonball here. It can be something eliminated. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, smiley face, it's good. And a unicorn. Hold it in your mind and see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see a thick protection around you. And this thing is, I'm going to say it's not really happening tomorrow, let's say, but the pace is fast. It's not taking forever. A smiley face, and in one of the eye, you can see it kind of looks like an anatomical heart. We have a dog right next to it. Heart, dog. What does that mean? Dog means loyalty. Heart actually also means love, okay? Commitment to something. They're just both different types of commitment, but they're still commitment. And so I feel here, if your one eye is staring at the goal and like gazing the road, the other eye should be looking at the commitment, what you're committed to, okay? You have your energy fields intact right here. I see there's a little house right there. Some of you might be manifesting a house, maybe by the shore. I see kind of like a shore right here, mountains right there. but it's still up in the air. Maybe it's something you need to put more into the focus as well here. Okay, guys. Now let's get to the tarot and see what that's going to show us at the end. I'm going to pull two fortune cards as well as a shadow work. And if you haven't watched this week's reading, I have posted actually shadow work for each sign. And go ahead and see which parts of you may be creating shadow that you can avoid or you can recognize and love them and release them. So that will be also really effective during this time to manifest your heart's desire. Okay, let's see what we have here. Death card for sure. Okay, Three of Swords, Ace of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to start with the obvious. Four of Wands, marriage. Or we can say like a committed relationship, finalizing a cycle, coming to the finish line. I know not everybody loves to have a love life. I see sometimes in the comment section. But this can represent maybe loneliness coming to an end. Some of you might be really aligning yourself with a right person and attracting love into your life. Or we can interpret Ace of Cups as like your heart's desire, truly what your heart is desiring, emotionally you want to have passionately in your life. Seems like it's coming. But beforehand, let me give you the truth as well. We have Death card and the Three of Swords. Something might have hurt you, okay? And maybe it's still hurting you. You decide to end it or cut the connection, or maybe decided that this is not working. I'm going to move on to the next stage of my life. Sometimes it is really hard. And if this person is in your own city, if the situation's in your face, to decide something else, to choose another path can be really heartbreaking. And I feel like here, this time is for, we have 13 and 3, guys. So, and this makes it, I feel like, similar energies. But the 3 is unconditional love. No, the 6 is unconditional love. So we have 2 3s makes 6, but 3 also indicates creativity. Everything that you have been through actually maybe even gave you some creative ideas. When you look at the musicians, for example, some of them write their best songs from that separation pain, like a love, if they're hurt by love or something that emotionally affected them, actually causes them to write the most, let's say, like famous songs, delicious, most heartbreaking and attractive songs, like whatever the word is for that. And artists, again, painters, photographers, like when you look at them, that actually gives them a very large creative, freedom, that pain. So some of you might be also experiencing that because it is going to be useful for you in the future sense, okay? But it seems like some things are changing in a good way and you're completing a cycle now. And this eight portal is going to be about manifesting your heart's desire and enjoying it. And maybe even the community that you're looking for is going to actually come into your life. I feel like these two are the same. 10 of Swords and the Death card. This is the major arcana. This is the minor arcana. But I'm going to tell you, intellectually, you're detaching from something completely. Okay. Wow, I love this. Star, Magician, and the Fool. Beautiful cards aligning perfectly. What happens here is, initially, you're letting, something is leaving your life. This is causing the heartbreak, okay? You don't have any control over this. And you're choosing something better, something that is more fulfilling, something that will be upgrading your life. That, I feel like that point, this is the one that you're realizing, oh no, I need to walk away from this. 10 of Swords is, this is ending, but you still have emotional connection to it. 10 of Swords is like maybe mental connection to it. You're telling, you know what? I'm having a better time here. So even though this hurts me, this can be someone you had a long history. This can be an issue that you have been attached for a long time. And it seems like you're mentally going to also cut it off here. Okay? Emotionally, it's going to come to an end, and mentally you're going to say, you know what, I don't need this anymore. There's a new day I am going to embrace. We have the Star and the Magician here. Star is your wish fulfillment, your true north, and this can be suggesting that either you find it or it's coming to you. That will turn you into a magician, I feel. Magician has all the tools in his hand he needs in order to make things happen, and I think this one is a cheetah, guys. Cheetahs, a fun fact, can actually meow like cats, if you ever heard of them. The thing with the cheetah is fastest, one of the fastest creatures on land. And so it seems like here, when you specify the true north, find that true star, your heart's desire, or it can be manifestation coming to you, it will give you all the tools and the power to really fast track to your desires, get to there. Okay. However, I need to point it out. Magician has all the tools that he needs in front of her. So even if you're thinking, I need this to be able to do that, that's not even the case at all. You have everything and you can do anything. That's actually indicative of this, but you might not be. This is the point of that. In the original tarot as well, she's not looking at the tools. Okay, we have Nine of Cups here, wish fulfillment, your fulfillment of your desires. The Magician is not looking at the tools either. He's looking forward. It's okay to look forward to the future. However, sometimes you need to put your head down and think about what's in front of you and how you can utilize it, okay? There's a new beginning coming for sure with the Fool card here. Fool is actually having the beginner's mind. Whatever, it doesn't matter what you have been through. It was on the last card. You see he's looking straight forward. He's holding the magic wand, the candle, and his desire with like a very proud face, but he's not looking at the tools. So this is the point here, that you better start looking at what's in front of you as well. Do not ignore the resources available to you during this timeline. Also, we have the Fool. The Fool, I always say this in my readings, you are the fool, but you're not a fool. You have been through this journey before, and there's a new journey coming ahead. Fool means going into this new journey with as much as passion you can muster, excitement and curiosity, but also you have an idea of what you want to experience. Like, you're not Don Quixote, which I think he had like a mental disorder. You're not that. You know the journey, okay? You're not making stuff up. You have the idea of what the road would look like, even though you haven't traveled yet. So that's why the Fool is excitement, approaching the future with excitement, curiosity, and the purpose of having fun. And if you can also put all these together, it seems like this new portal is going to really affect you very positively, okay? I'm going to pull one shadow work. This is for the collective, but like I said, if you haven't seen your reading for the week, I'll post it on my page as well, but go ahead and check it out because everybody had a different shadow coming forth. We have paralyzed. Not being able to move forward can overwhelm and create a sense of fear, but standing still can be just as frightening. At least moving forward can create change. I feel like this is this 3 cards energy right there, ending because he's pinned down right here. Swords are also pinning down something. And this paralyzed can be actually a moment of shock, unexpected, harsh or rapid endings coming can actually cause that. But this is basically telling you, instead of just doing nothing, moving forward can create change, okay? This can also be a fight, flight, freeze response that you might be in. If that's the case, I always recommend professional help is the first thing. And then afterwards that you can not fight response, but you can responding, not reacting, responding is also an approach of change. Okay, guys, you don't have to run or you don't have to organize immediately and start solving problems, okay? That doesn't mean you should just keep doing things frantically. This means that just give yourself the time, plan it out, and then move forward. Let's pull your good fortune. Let's see what is coming, what you need to know. Oh, love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. We have roses here. Some of you might be attracting a new lover if you don't have one, or if you have one, maybe there's a rekindling, or like maybe, you know, some things are going to actually stand out. You can see the smiley face here. It's just going to put a smile on your face. This can be loving what you do or doing what you love, or maybe both at the same time. This timeline is actually maybe even suggesting you should call for what you would love to have in your life. We have patience here. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. This came with another zodiac. I don't remember which one is it, but the patience here kind of reminded me of the Hanged Man. It says change your attitude, change your perspective. That's why you need to slow down. You might be approaching things with an old mind, but the new mind, for the change, for the new thing, you might need a new mind. That's why you need to slow down to maybe observe yourself, clear your mind, change the attitude, and then keep moving forward. Okay, guys. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, comment down below. Let me know. Give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.